guys, it's S2E1 Maxwell here, and welcome to the first episode of Season 2 of the network set between myself and Let's Play with SirHC, the Orlando City versus New York City FC network save. So you join us here, just about to start the brand new season, but before we kick in with the first game, let's let you know what happened during the off season. A lot of ins, a lot of outs and stuff like that. Just put you to my squad. As you see, we're all prepared and ready for our first game of the season, but there's been a lot of ins and outs this season so far. We've brought in David Goodwillie on a free transfer. He came in just at the end of December. Just a striker, I know he's got goals in him. You know, it was under the designated player wage cap, and I just feel he's somebody, you know, that can give us options even on the right hand side of the midfield as well. It's somebody I know can score goals in FM, and most importantly can be a sellable asset, which would be ideal for the club down the line. We also brought in Maya Yoshida. I just wanted a centre half with a bit of quality. Bringing him into the Premier League again on a contract less than the designated player was ideal. And I just feel, you know, 27 should be in his prime. And he should be somebody that hopefully can take this club forward, especially if it's going to compete in other competitions. So I'm quite happy with that. You know, well since he's played, but hopefully we'll get him into some first team football. We've drafted Robbie Walker. Just a young attacking mid, just somebody, you know, just to fill up the numbers, but with good determination and a bit of pace and good dribbling. He could be somebody, if tutored correctly, that might become something decent. And just before the window there, we had to sign 38-year-old Ian Hart. I needed a left back, so he's in. He's basically just going to be third choice left back, just to give us enough numbers to cover. And you know, it's a bit of experience. It's somebody that can tutor some of the younger players, and it's somebody that obviously can hit a mean set piece, whether it be a penalty or whether it be a free kick. So I'm happy with them. As far as outs, Mario Gomez got waived. We sold Chris Duval to Victoria Guimaraes. Felt like to cash out on him. Wasn't anything great apart from, you know, good physicals. So he's gone for 375k. Unfortunately, I had to get rid of the likes of Marvin Vine, Ashton Morgan, Brad Rushin, and Jeff Park. No fault of their own. It was just a case of, you know, we needed players off the wage bill. And those were the guys who decided to get ready to allow our new signings to come in. And the likes of Stefan Jerome, Said Calderon and Travis Edwards are gone as well. We also released Eric Alexander, Omar Salgado and Bradley Wright Phillips. Alexander was picked up by the Colorado Rapids, and Chrissy's New York City happened to pick up Omar Salgado and Bradley Wright Phillips. So best luck to the two strikers at Chris. You know, we didn't really get the best out of either. Although, you know, BWP did get some goals. I feel the options we've got are better, but who knows, you know, it's the MLS. Change of scenery could help them and could get them some goals. We still don't know if we're in the North American Champions League. I believe we are, but it takes until, I think, the competition finishing for the last season before we enter it. So they're still doing last year's. I think they're at the semi-final stage. Once that finishes and they reschedule for it would be the 16-17 campaign, so I believe they work it a wee bit differently. I think that's when we'll find out when we enter it and who we're up against. But this year, you know, to reach the MLS Cup, we'll have to challenge for the Supporters' Shield, and luckily this year the US Cup's not important, so we'll hopefully throw a weekend side in the third round and just primarily put our focus on try to get the Supporters' Shield, most importantly, and you know, try to get through as high up the playoffs as possible so we get some easier ties and none of this wild card stuff we had to do last year. But the last thing I need to check is the season preview. If we just quickly go to the MLS. Remember last year, Chris was 14th and I was expected to finish bottom. Bit different this year. Somehow we are the favourites to win the league, joint favourites with Toronto at 3-1. Chris is up at 5th favourite at 33-1, which just baffles me considering, you know, we had no players in the MLS best 11 last year. And you know, the only thing we really had as an award was me finishing second in manager. Do I think we can win it? Probably not, but can Orlando City win MLS? Why not? As I say, we're getting to this game against San Jose Earthquakes on opening day. Not much I changed to the system. The only thing I will have brought in is again the high line that I've been using at Motherwell on Twitch. I just feel it's been keeping clean sheets. Why not stick with it? I did initially use the back three in this save last season. I just feel using a high line will put the pressure on the other team's defences and allow us to kind of get about them. So this is it, that's the intro, and hopefully guys you enjoy the game, the opening day of the season at home to the San Jose Earthquakes. So here we go guys, it's the big one in the opening day at home to the San Jose Earthquakes. We get into this game as 5-4 favourites. against the San Jose at 74. Our key man is going to be the former Inverness man, James Vincent. There's going to be Pablo Pintos. We'll get Chris's game later on today against the FC Dallas. Let's see, they've lined up with a 4-2-2-2. Familiar faces there would be possibly Matthew Upson. I think that's Brad Evans playing in defensive mid. They've also got Chris Wondolowski. He'll always get a goal. I think that might be Luke Moore. And if you look at the bench, you've also got the likes of Connor Casey and Zach Whitbread. So, it'll be interesting. Can we beat them? I think we can. But we'll see. We'll go with Chris Way. Let's see what the other guys are. 14 and 10, 11 and 9, 12 and 13. We'll go with Amos McGee. He's got the best tactical knowledge and judging player ability. And we'll say to the boys just to relax. Your favourites, get there and give us a performance to cheer from. Get faith in you to make a difference. As always continually stress, every player can make a difference and it's up to you guys. But I say it's a high line just to try and put the pressure and play the game in the San Jose half of the park and hopefully we can keep a clean sheet. And here we go. The opening day of the Citrus Bowl, 63,000. Unfortunately, it said we're only looking to sell about 20,000 tickets, which is a shame. You know, I was kind of hoping we could sell a bit more, but it is what it is. And you know, hopefully over time we can get this stadium filled up again and give Orlando a team to be proud of. Here's Kaka to James Vincent to Sean Franklin, ball in, Darren Mattox, and he's hit the bar. What a start that could have been. The big target man in there. I'm liking the stats at the moment. All the shots, all the possession. Unfortunately, just not making anything count so far. A couple of knocks, but everybody seems, you know, professional, composed. Maybe give the boys a bit of balking at half time. Because I mean, they're creating chances. It's just a case of not really working anything. Working to make the keeper work. So we'll go with that. Still not shooting sights. I don't know if it's so many chances. I'm going to take off Charlie Davis. We're going to put on Billy Mackay. Getting mixed up with his Hearts counterpart. And we'll bring on Jason Holt. And what that'll do is it'll allow us to put a Kogo at centre back. Jason Holt can be a deep line playmaker, give us a bit more creativity in the middle of the park, and we'll see how these boys do for the start of the half. If anything, we'll probably look to bring David Goodwillie on. Absolutely dominant so far. It's a long ball. James Vincent to Mattox to Billy Mackay, and it's right into the hands of Valadares. So 19 shots to 4, that's simply incredible. Kaka's struggling a bit of fatigue. So what I may do is look to maybe put a Kogo in midfield and then put another striker on. Gordon Franklin if this is the right ball. For Billy Mackay, the designated player, does it again. 64 minutes. The young man from Northern Ireland, good ball out to Sean Franklin. Thinks it perfectly, and it's a poacher's header there. Nice wee header, giving the keeper absolutely no chance, and that'll probably change my mind of my final sub. Kaka's injury pretty much confirms then that it will be, actually be JJ Koval that'll come on. He'll sit in, he'll be a ball winning midfielder, and hopefully the boys can see it this game, get us 3 points. That's all that matters at this stage of the season, getting the early points on board. If it does finish 1-0, that is going to confirm something. But with this high line in the back three, you don't score many, but you certainly don't concede a lot, that's for sure. We'll just quickly go to defensive for the last 8 minutes just to see the game out. So not many chances, no clear-cut chances. Shot-wise, we've had 27 to their 10. Only one clear chance, cut chance in the whole game, but that's pretty disappointing. But we'll take the 3 points. That's a great start to the new MLS season. We'll say well done. We'll get morale a wee bit high within the camp. We'll continue our post-match analysis. You see there, 27 shots to 10, 12 shots to 2. Possession was just in their favour, but it's 3 early points, and hopefully that can start us off to hopefully pushing for that supporter shield. So thank you for enjoying this episode, guys. If you did, please leave a like. If you have any comments, please leave them in the comment section. Until next time, this is 21 Maxwell. Be sure to check out Let's Play with SirHC's channel as well for the New York City side of things. And until next time, see you real soon. Bye bye.